John here from No Joke NHL. Here with a special report. Basically, what I wanted to do is speak to everybody face to face, or at least on the internet, speak about this move to Wager Talk and so forth, and what the future of No Joke NHL holds. Just a little review. No Joke NHL. I've been on Twitter since 2011, 2012. Before that, I was a poster at Dave Tooley's View from Vegas forums, and I developed a little reputation with hockey there. However, I was not, really serious. I would jump in and out or whatever. I mean, I had a knack for what I was seeing, but I did not, bet it professionally or do anything of the sort. And so I started doing that in 2011, 2012. I basically wanted to validate for myself and to my wife and so forth. Basically, if it wouldn't have worked out in 2011, 2012 in a full season, then I would have pretty much gone away. Not be out of shame or anything like that, but it was just a promise to my wife that if this didn't work out, that's the plan that I was going to do. And so I tried extra hard and I got it to work. So I've been on Twitter and I've been giving out the free information, like I said, based on the plays that I bet, whatever I bet. I've been putting it up on Twitter, offering suggestions and so forth. And like I said, my popularity has grown to levels that I couldn't even fathom at the beginning of that. And I thank each and every one of you for the interest that you've shown and so forth. In No Joke NHL. And so this brings us to this point here, so obviously nobody realized that, or nobody could see that this would just be going for free forever. And it's not really a matter of trying to cash in or something on this information. I mean, the information, like I said, let's look at the record. So basically, I've been on Twitter for it's my fourth season now. My winning percentage is about 40 to 43%, depending on which year you're looking at. Which like I said, sucks for most of the betting world, but for me that's wonderful, because most of the time I'm going for 2-to-1, 3-to-1, 4-to-1 payouts between parlays, puck lines, and other items, so forth, things like that. So with that amount of sample size, about 2,000 to 2,500 plays over that time, with the consistent record and the generation of I had 76 units last year. I'm up 25 units this year. The lowest record, or the lowest amount of units, I think, was in the 50s for the strike shortened season, and the very first season I was 65 units. So tremendous amount of profits out there from what I've done. And so for the long-term followers, you've probably put tons of money in your pocket, as I know I've had, and basically grown my unit size that I play with. That's the other thing too. I mean, for the serious people that are playing, I've really never come close to even surrendering my own bankroll to the sports books in this 4 years doing this. So I mean, this is really not a it's not a catch-all slam dunk system. Nothing ever is. It's a lot of hard work, but certainly the record has stood on its own as far as whether or not this is a legitimate service. So anybody that's crying out there that I'm selling out or anything like that, just is really just crying sour grapes. You don't know what you're talking about. This is some really solid information. I've never really been in the paying market myself for any information. I have subscribed to some other people, but basically every time I've subscribed, I basically was an active participant as far as handicapping as well, and I just used the rock solid information from what the sport that I was involved in to help in my handicapping and doing that. So I've never really been involved in just paying for blind tailing, and I really don't recommend that for me. I guarantee you I will not be selling picks. So there will be no NHL games of the year or anything of the sort, because that's not what I do, and that's not what I've ever done, and not what I've done on Twitter or anything. So it's just really outside my element. So what this is going to be is a subscription type thing. Basically, at a minimum, I would suggest a month. I know some people can't do that, but really at $100 a month with what Wager Talk is talking here, like I said, I only have to generate 1 unit of profit for you to break even and cover that $100 that you pay. And like I said, all of last season I had 2 losing months in the entire season. So again, this is long term, and everybody knows that it's long term. Sometimes you can jump in, you jump in and cherry pick, and sometimes you can pick up 5, 6, 7, 8 units in one night. but that is not the norm. Like I said, we have a lot of nights where we lose one, lose two. Last night we lost 3 units. So it's going to be up and back, but generally when the things click, it's going to click really well. The other thing that I'm really looking forward to, and especially come playoff time, is the live intermission bets. And I know everybody can't do that, and this isn't going to be a tutorial about how to do that, but I highly recommend getting on board for that. Basically what I do is I track scoring for every team and every period. I use some analytics with that and break down the numbers, and like I said, I've been trial running it. I've kind of gone blind, I guess, in years past doing it with some success. This year, however, I've done, like I said, tracking it with analytics and so forth, and been breaking it down, and so far in the short term that I've exposed it, or at least released it out there, it has worked out very well, and so I'm very excited to be doing that, and I think that's really one of the best ways to beat the books, especially in the playoffs, because, like I said, the lines get very formulaic. You get a Toronto versus a Montreal series, or whatever it is, and basically the books just swap the lines for home and away teams and so forth, depending on injury. And so the live in-game betting is really, I think, one of the best ways to exploit it. It's really not for everybody. It's kind of nerve-wracking. You have to make quick decisions and so forth. And for subscribers, they would have to be close to the computer and able to get their bets in, or close to the windows if you're playing on the strip. But the bottom line is I think that live thing is really going to be something worth looking into. And like I said, I plan to deliver it for the rest of the regular season for anybody who wants to try it out first. But like I said, the playoffs, come playoffs time, this is going to be my main package, with that. So anyway, like I said, I understand people are upset with the move, and like I said, it's only natural. But like I said, this is real information, and this is just going to basically cover some of the cost that's involved there. People say, well, why didn't you get your own website? Why did you have to go to Wager Talk to do that? And part of the reason why I did is because Wager Talk has the platform pretty much already in place. For me to get my own website, I have to develop my own website. I have to maintain it. I have to be a banker and collect money. I have to answer calls for customer service. I have to do all those things. And so in addition to handicapping and betting hockey, which again is my #1 priority, not posting information on Twitter or selling information. Betting hockey for myself is my #1 priority, and so to do that, or to make it easier to compensate for my time, because it does get, like I said, it was okay when I'm looking about from 500 to about 2,500 followers or whatever. At 6,000 now, sometimes it gets crazy with people asking questions, and that's why I don't answer questions about the intricacies in a sports book or something. I mean, if you can't find where the live betting menu is on your sports book page, I don't have time to help you. I'm busy doing my own betting. Okay, I mean, I give you the information. If I have to walk you to the counter and show you how to put it in, then forget it. I mean, I'm sorry, I just don't have the time anymore. I've definitely done an awful lot to educate the betting public with NHL about how to go about it, strategies to do the things that I do, and so forth. So I've certainly haven't just posted a bunch of picks online. I mean, it's been the sharing and trading of information back and forth that I've enjoyed the most from this experience with Twitter. And so now, like I said, I just want to take this to a bigger, more vast audience out there. I know people are like going, well, you can just stay with Twitter. Twitter's just one avenue. I mean, just even in my own life. My Facebook page gets really nothing at all. I get no likes. Nobody cares what I say on Facebook. But I put out one comment on Twitter, and I get 25 favorites and retweets and so forth. So it's just the online world is different. I mean, yeah, it's a great vehicle, Twitter, and it's been like I said, it's been awesome to me and everything else. But with this thing, there's other people that are not necessarily directly involved with Twitter or getting their information that way. And even with the notifications, I mean, I knew that depending on how many you get and so forth like that, it can just be kind of crazy jumbled. I mean, sometimes I'd have to try to find, and then while I'm looking at my messages on the thing, that other messages are coming in, and it's scrolling up on my screen on the stupid iPhone, and so it's been kind of a pain in the ass. So yeah, I mean, everybody likes to think in their own little world that they know about everything, and trust me, I'm learning very quickly here. I mean, even this whole subscription thing and being not all of a sudden not able to read reach Canadian subscribers and people from foreign countries. So I mean, a lot of things I take for granted and a lot of things I don't know about. But so like I said, I'm learning with this whole process. But I hope you guys come along, because like I said, this is really solid information. It's not going to change. I am who I am. I've brought you into my home here in Baltimore with these videos and so forth, and I plan on doing some more. But like I said, this is just to offset some of the time spent as far as posting and relaying the information out there that I've done in the past. And so, like I said, if you've made money by tailing me, then by all means, this really is almost like a no-brainer. To extend some of that and keep the winning going. If you're brand new and doing this, like I said, this is a proven method, over 2,000 sample size, and doing this with profits up over 200 units for that time period. So I don't know what else to tell you other than I hope to have everybody subscribing, and I'll keep delivering the winning hockey. So let's drop the puck, but more importantly, let's make some money.